On the news tonight, President Tinubu charges Nigerians to prioritize patriotism. Ulukuku exonerate Osun Speaker of rumored rift between the Speaker and the Alashi of Ashi. Congo, Rwanda hold talk on peace deal. Good evening, welcome to the Major Report. Babatunde Bolatito is my name. President Bola Tinubu has called on young Nigerians to harness the potential of new media to promote unity rather than division and to shape a digital environment rooted in compassion, discipline, and patriotism. Speaking at the opening of a two-day progressive digital media summit themed unveiling the critical role of new media in national development held at the State House banquet in Abuja, President Tinubu said new media is now a key driver of national progress. He stated that the government unveiled the central role of new media in national development, perfectly captures the spirit of time and aspirations of the nation, adding that Nigeria is witnessing a remarkable soil of creativity and ambition, especially among the youth. According to the President, part of the focus is to develop innovative digital platforms to build vibrant online communities so that young Nigerians should demonstrate extraordinary ingenuity and steadfast commitment to progress. The President also cautioned against the risk of misinformation in the digital era. The President of Oduote Local Government Traditional Council, who doubles as the Olokuku of Okuku, Oba Samuel Abioye Oyebode, has condemned a group of individuals allegedly behind the circulation of a controversial audio clip attributed to Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Adewale Egbedu, as the handiwork of agents of disunity and disharmony. The monarch made remarks at the palace while reacting to a report of an alleged rift between Oba Isaac Oyewale and the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adewale Egbedu. Oluwatosin Oladoko has the details.
Is of between Alashi of Ashi, Oba Isaac Oyewale, and the Speaker of Osun State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adewale Egbedu. The Oduotan Traditional Council has intervened. Speaking with the journalists at his palace, the President of Oduotan Government Area Traditional Council and the Olukuku of Okuku, Oba Samuel Abioye, stated that his colleagues across the local government area are aware of the incident and resolved to adopt a mutual approach to settle the misunderstanding.
Gbogbo Oduotan ló nífẹ̀ẹ́ sí the Right Honourable Adewale Egbedu, Speaker of the House of Assembly. Tá a sì ń gbàdúrà fún ìpè ní kó ṣe àṣeyọrí. So lórí ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo Oduotan Osun State kí ó fi ọkàn balẹ̀ ìpè ní kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ téèyàn lè kàwé wọ́ ìtì wò rí àyànjú rẹ̀.
He acknowledged that he spoke with both the Speaker, Right Honorable Egbedu, and his father, Alashi of Ashi, Oba Isaac Oyewale, and both parties agreed to resolve the differences amicably. Oba Abioye emphasized that Oduotan Traditional Council will not allow frivolous rancor to create disunity between father and son. The monarch blamed rumor mongers, especially politicians, for hijacking the leaked audio clip to score political points, stating that the real fathers of Oduotan local government and their subjects frowned at the heart and admonished the public to desist from escalating the issues. Oba Abioye noted that a meeting held with Alashi of Ashi, Oba Isaac Oyewale, at the instance of the four royal fathers from Oduotan was fruitful. He explained that the Alashi had agreed to follow the path of mutual settlement and amicable resolution. During the interactive session, the royal father took the opportunity to highlight the impactful development and growth brought to the nooks and crannies of Oduotan local government area through the representation of Right Honorable Adewale Egbedu, describing it as unparalleled. In the chat with the journalist, Olonya of Onya, Oba Kelani Adeleke, said Right Honorable Egbedu embodies humility, love, and ambassador of peace since assuming leadership. His performance has been quite historic and remarkable. Oba Adeleke therefore urged the public, especially the rumor mongers, to stop provoking the issues to score political points, emphasizing that the speaker remains a son of Alasi, and Alasi of Asi, Oba Isaac Oyewale, also remains the speaker's king. Oluwatosin Oladokun, OSBC News.
The Federal Executive Council has approved 145 billion naira for electrification project in 8 federal universities and 1 teaching hospital. The council also approved the sum of 68.7 billion naira for solar power for some rural communities and agricultural clusters that remain off-grid. The 2 strategic electrification projects are targeted at expanding access to clean or renewable energy across Nigeria's educational and rural agricultural sector in line with the Tinubu administration's Renewed Hope agenda. The Minister of Power, Chief Adeleke, speaking shortly after the FEC meeting, said the approved projects are part of a deliberate shift towards sustainable energy delivery aimed at reducing dependence on the national grid while promoting development, innovation, and inclusivity. Given the breakdown of the project, the minister said the first major approval is for the engineering procurement and construction of solar hybrid power system under the Energizing Education Program to be executed by the Rural Electrification Agency. According to Adeleke, the total cost of the component is 145 billion naira, which is inclusive of 7.5 value-added tax. The Executive Secretary of the Universal Basic Education Commission, Aisha Garba, has declared that the education sector in Nigeria is facing a crisis of great magnitude, requiring the concerted effort of relevant stakeholders to effectively resolve in order to provide quality basic education for children in the country. She particularly mentioned the challenge of the huge number of out-of-school children, which the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization recently established at 20 million, and the learning crisis where children who are enrolled in school are not learning. Garba spoke at a critical stakeholders meeting co-hosted by the Nigerian Governors Forum and Dubec in Abuja. The event brought to top education policy makers from every state face to face with technical experts and development partners from the World Bank, European Union, and United Nations Children's Fund. The event points in our address, one, that the future of millions of children and the nation's development are at stake, hence the urgent need for stakeholders to synergize in addressing the challenges in the education sector. The federal government has directed Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria to completely eliminate unqualified teachers from the classrooms. It also asked the council to revoke licenses of teachers who tarnish the dignity of the profession. Minister of Education Dr. Tuji Alausa gave the directive during the inauguration of the 5th Governing Board of TRCN in Abuja, saying the directive came just as the council is struggling for survival following the decision of the federal government to stop funding it. According to a memo, the decision is in line with the recommendation of the Presidential Committee on Salaries, said Computer Registration Council, Librarians Registration Council, among others, were affected by the policy. Several appeals by the Nigerian Union of Teachers and other stakeholders for the federal government to restore funding of TRCN because of its strategic position as the only agency with the direct mandate of ensuring professionalism, quality, and welfare of teachers in the country. The Minister of Education charged the Council to leverage digital tools to streamline teachers' certification, track continuous professional development, and anticipate the evolving demands of modern learning equipment, including artificial intelligence, integration, and hybrid instruction. The Minister of Health, Dr. Ali Pate, has announced that the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives has called off its warning strike. Speaking to journalists after a closed-door meeting in Abuja, Dr. Adeleke said the decision followed agreement reached between the government and the association's leadership. However, union leaders declined to speak to press after the meeting. Union nurses and midwives under the association had begun a nationwide strike on 29 July over unmet demands, including improved welfare, fair allowances, and better working conditions in federal higher institutions. The union's chairman, Morakayo Rilwan, had previously accused the federal government of failing to engage the association during the 15-day ultimatum issued on July 14. Rilwan also said the decision to embark on the strike was driven by widespread frustration among members over years of neglect. The Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Mr. Adeleke, has disclosed plans by the federal government to introduce reforms in the maritime sector to end boat mishap. Mr. Oyetola, emphasizing the government's commitment to making Nigerian waters safe for all users, revealed that the federal government was here to phase out the rickety boats. The minister who said rickety boats were often implicated in fatal accidents, adding that they should be replaced with safer, standard-compliant alternatives. In a statement by his media aide, Dr. Bolaji Akinola, the safety of the citizens on water is not just a policy responsibility, saying there is an urgent need for attitudinal change among water transport users. He appealed to state governments and other sub-national authorities to align with federal initiative in the fight against boat mishap. Now welcome to our sports segment. The governor of Adamawa State, Amadu Fintiri, has gifted Super Falcon coach Justin Madugu a 3-bedroom bungalow and 50 million naira for leading the national women's football team to victory at the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations. According to the governor's aide, Pius Ilia, the presentation was made at the government house in Yola, the state capital. Madugu, an NDU of Adamawa State, was held by Fintiri for his role in the Falcon triumph at the tournament which took place in Morocco earlier this year. Governor Abadu Fintiri, on behalf of the government and people of Adamawa State, has gifted Justin Puanidi Madugu a 3-bedroom bungalow and sum of 50 million naira, leading the team from winning the 2024 Women's African Cup of Nations. The gesture comes weeks after the Super Falcons claimed a record-extending 10th World Cup title, reaffirming their dominance in women's football on the continent. The Falcon had earlier arrived in Abuja to a presidential reception hosted by President Bola Tinubu. Each player was rewarded with $100,000, while every member of the technical crew, including Madugu, received $50,000, 3-bedroom apartment, and national honors of Officer of the Order of Niger. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda have held the first meeting of a joint oversight committee, taking a step toward implementing a peace deal, even as other commitments are yet to be fulfilled. This is according to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, DRC Foreign Minister Therese Kayumba Wagner, and Rwandan Foreign Minister Olivia Nduhungirehe at the signing peace agreement. The African Union, Qatar, and the United States joined the committee meeting in Washington. The deal in June between Rwanda and DRC marked a breakthrough in talks held by the U.S. President Donald Trump's administration, which aims to bring an end to fighting that killed thousands and attracted billions of dollars of Western investment to a region rich in tantalum, gold, cobalt, copper, lithium, and other minerals. That ends the major report. It was edited by Michael Adini and delivered by Babatunde Bolatito. Good night.